NaVi with a T-side start and FURIA. CT to open, they want to fight mid right away. Smoke down and in the way, and now NaVi picking up the pace. Safe looking for faces, but can't find anything in connector. It's Bit and Yuri going blow for blow. In the end, NaVi come out ahead. Oh. They find another. Oh dear, Quarterfinal will hold the line. Just gets out after taking one of the dome, but now he's got to go above and beyond here. It's him and Art in the 2 versus 3.
It's a goddamn bloodbath in the A site. There's a kit down in spawn, but FURIA are far away from that pickup. Art catches the cross as Simple gets his head cut off, and that Molotov is a problem for Bit. He's got to move back, pinched into a corner. Art hunts him down. Perfecto, a shot from his demise, a shot from death. Can he survive? Tucked him back behind the boxes, buying time. Seconds remaining. Oh. He hits ahead, and he might silence this whole stadium with a few seconds to spare. Art runs him down, but I think the clock decides it.
It's so close. Everyone waits. Everyone waits.
Just our vocals. Rio roars. There is no better map to finish this series on. A map where individuals can shine, where stars can show, where Simple will force by, whether it's right or wrong, into a Glock round. But he needs to stand tall like never before. First pick in mid, but he's dinked.
These are normally the moments where Simple is Mr. Dependable. Oh, something's looking to go his way. He's going to juggle the AK out of there. Thanks to his lucky stars, he's still alive. FURIA a man down. This has been how these rounds have gotten away from them. Absolutely. When that first kill is untraded, when they really try to stick to their guns, you don't have the resources, you don't have the manpower to get super aggressive anymore. And this is where NaVi have often rid the wave, rode it all the way to success. Let's see if they can. FURIA unwavering, not budging. Waiting 2-2, beckoning NaVi in.
And they will come. 30 seconds. A shot from Bit. Eviscerates Safe on the top. And now Yuri needs a multi-kill. They throw themselves at him round the corner. And Yuri decimates their opposition. 4 kills, 3 health. Simple shut down. And it's a FURIA round.
This is Yuri's moment. What a sequence. Look at this.
It may only be pistols, Harry, 1 rifle in play, but these are the rounds that have flipped this series on its head. Non-converted pistols, forced buys, eco wins. These are the ones that matter when the going gets tough.
When you go the full 30, these are the rounds you look back on, right? So FURIA at least hold on there. NaVi back in with guns again. Fast up short, but Quarterfinal's got the info. Gets the spot off, drops off now, and repositions inside of the B site. Rotates coming over. Bit, first man a frag, but suddenly FURIA respond back. Drop, trying to hold on to the B site. Electronics up through the short side, but out on an island. He's cut down. Perfecto, 1v3, up and over, into the B site, into the belly of the beast. And FURIA are hungry.
Digested. Consumed by the stomach acid. FURIA melt NaVi in a 3rd round, and you'd be crazy to say you weren't believing. Energy harnessed, momentum building. Are NaVi really gonna crumble in a game of this magnitude? In a momentous matchup. It's early in the map. But FURIA are here to play all day. Dangerous angle for drop, but he can do exactly as his name suggests. Fall off after one. There's the one. There's the drop, and Nate to follow. If NaVi run his way, there's already 3 in the sight.
They might have to call this off. This is a pretty dire way for it to start, and that smoke in your face is only going to slow it down. Perfecto looking for a little gap, but he's been spotted, he's been dealt with. It's a complete and utter failure at the fast B. Every fight that you needed to win goes against you, so you've got to look elsewhere. And Simple, well, he has come up with the goods with that frag over in mid. It's still a ways to go before NaVi have much riding on this round. Swing in a mid. Queserato keeps them in check, denies the mid play, and then some. Hero round after hero round for FURIA.
It's multi-kill madness, Harry. Yuri's done it. Queserato's given us the goods. Art picked it up at the pistol. And if this many players are popping off with multi-kills, NaVi are in for a world of hurts. It's FURIA's world. Another buy for NaVi, an attempt at least coming down early, but now it matters more than ever to stop this momentum from building. Double AWP for FURIA. Throwing it out of the window.
Can't even imagine what this is starting to feel like, you know, FURIA riding this high. For someone like Art, this must feel incredible that they're longing it out, that they're looking so good coming into the third. For the longest time, he was, you know, one of these doubted players, the kind of mad scientist behind FURIA who shaped the identity of this team, but was also the one blamed for why they would fall off in playoffs. Well, that FURIA style, it's a little more refined, a little classier this time around. They've grown, they've adapted, they've gotten better. Now NaVi just looking for one round on the board, and Perfecto at least has started them the right way.
Minute on the clock, Bomb regrouping up top mid, and Drop even rushes that flank. Perfecto's throwing himself over the stairs to find a second. NaVi have broken their way through, but Perfecto on a tear. It's a tear for FURIA. Blinded eyes for Art sends him back into the B-bomb site, but executed from behind by Bit. Leaves Queserato in the wrong place. NaVi finally break their way in to this map.
They want to try and hunt down Queserato. They want to try and knock this AWP out of the picture. He wants to do everything he can to keep his hands on it, but they're already here. The enemies are at the gate on this one. Queserato won't survive the crossing. And so NaVi, they don't just get there first, but they make it an expensive one for the opposition. That's a double AWP knocked out of it for FURIA.
Map 1 was us just giving credit to Electronic. Some incredible calls on T-side and Nuke. Netted them a winning half. Netted them so many amazing rounds. Well, now he has got to dig deep. The new captain for NaVi as of this year has to show us what he's here for. It's a loose map. It's one where your stars can be given freedom, where Simple can take his spawns. 5 pop-off rounds off the AWP. But Electronic still needs to put the pieces of the puzzle in place, and not a piece missing. Flash in the face, Simple blind, missed shot, they chase him. But a smoke down will allow his escape for now.
All right, NaVi looking to go. But in case you can't tell, everyone still believes FURIA's got this in the bag. 3 strong over at this A side of the map. That bomb toying with the idea of going back. Will decide to stick to their guns, looking like this A split gonna come through the pipeline for NaVi.
This could get awkward if Sumdayoung doesn't perform here, because Simple close range AWPing against pistols can get very hairy. Yeah. They're relying on a flank and they're running out of time.
Yeah, this double mid setup's got to be lovely from Bit and Electronic, right? On top of that, you're dead on. Sumdayoung's got to win this opener, or else Simple is alone with the bomb at ramp. Sumdayoung lives up to his side of the bargain. Bit up through the connector. Yuri under palace, helped out by Queserato, but he can't survive much longer. Drop has to just write this one off. He's not a madman. He's going to let them get away with it.
It's that reposition for Safe. That is everything. That was a dry ramp hit. If Safe stays on ramp and gets that opening kill, that round can come crumbling down. The reposition back to default to fight Con with an AWP. It leaves FURIA in the mud. A very broken buy anyway from 5-7s to AWPs, and NaVi managed to succeed. Bit beautiful con lug with electronic, shreds them. And FURIA save almost nothing. Great to see Bit with a hot start on a fantastic aim map for the young aimer. 19 years himself. We talk about drop. Bit must be in that conversation. Pinpoint precision on his rifle. And he started very cold on Ancient. Cannot afford to happen again. And Bit begins this map brilliantly for NaVi.
Yeah, back when he first joined the team, Bit looked like a real X factor. Wasn't until you kind of saw a bit of a dip in the performance you really figured out just how valuable he is when he's feeling it. And so if we have Bit getting switched online here, we could have that second wind out of NaVi. What?
Jesus.
Oh, it's just 2 taps, Sumda Young out of the round. Still, NaVi poised to deal with this. Oh, how much can a USP really do here? He's mollied out. Burn under the palace, and this A-bomb site falls into enemy hands. NaVi, they're good in this one.
That spot alone for electronic signaling that the vent was closed opened up the site. They knew they had room. They knew it was a B stack. NaVi get a plant. They spray the spawn. Simple lights him up with damage. Perfecto here to close it out. Drop picks up the pieces of his save, but even that molly goes under the balcony, not where he wanted it. Perfecto, that nade will end a round, or end a life at least, as Drop dies. And this is FURIA falling like flies in a 2-on-3. Just looking for damage. One more kill would be nice. It would make it a good eco. For now, though, NaVi giving away nothing, finding a third with ease. Any guns?
Ooh. Nothing at the end for Serato. But right now, we're all FURIA simps, son. Oh, that's a lovely little tap down the ramp.
You know, at the end of the day, no matter who wins, who loses.
Oh, it's delivered, hasn't it?
Yeah, we got a game. And I don't think FURIA, even though they're still, in my eyes, not the favorite on a map like this, they are going to put up a fight. It is inevitable. But NaVi have that tenure. They have those maps logged. Wins over the best in the world. Close losses to Cloud9 at this event. And some real series that feature this map as a mainstay of their pool this year alone. NaVi are no strangers to the dusty roads of Mirage. But can tenure overwhelm this? That's yet to be answered.
Yeah, what hits harder? Passion or experience in this case? FURIA have more than enough heart to win this, but NaVi are the ones with the history. Out in the mid we go. NaVi trying to take middle away. FURIA, it's game, set, and match as they poise in middle, not to fight for the control, but to deal with the protocols once NaVi have got mid. You're holding down damn near every little alleyway that becomes accessible once mid's been gained. The one gap is over here towards shore at the B site. And if NaVi tee up towards this side of the map, then suddenly Drop is in very hot water. Lucky for him, NaVi go lower first. Info flash from Serato in window, won't find a thing. Gonna try his hand at it again. This time a smoke dropped for Yuri in the connector. Very easy does it on this mid take. NaVi, they've been lavish with the time they've dedicated to it, but it won't leave them with a lot when they actually set up to hit a bomb site. So things have got to go flawlessly here. No util for FURIA other than this one Molotov on Art. It is in the right place. It's going to go into the connector now. NaVi boosting into the window. They've left this one really down to the wire. We've got 20 seconds as the play's coming in. One kill in the right place at the right time from the right man. Could do it. Yuri drops the bomb. And even though he's gone after that kill, Electronic's doing all he can. There's no winning the round. There's no recovering this one.
Yuri brings that fury. This guy does not relent, and what a time to step up. Him and Serato have been the kings of this series for the Brazilian side. And the typical names that we expect on the top of the board for NaVi, absent so far. Will they survive the tide of Rio? Yuri will not allow it. Not easily, at least. And you talk about riding that wave, Harry, that wave of energy the crowd is bringing. If NaVi panic for a moment, they will drown in it. They have to swim to the shore. And they can feel themselves drifting.
Right now, the shore's within vision. Salvation's right there. If they win this, they're going to break the money of FURIA, and suddenly NaVi are right back in it. Pressure still there for FURIA in a pretty big way, despite holding a lead. Paramount to recognize, in reality, they're one round away from having this go to an even odds game. Opener secured as Yuri spams the smoke. NaVi trying to get out ramp. But they don't like what they see.
Yeah, it's a crazy opening kill for Yuri to find through the smoke. Bit wasn't even spraying at him, and that's a top performer. That's a guy cracking open these rounds for NaVi. Dead early, 3 and now 1 in those opening duels. He dies first. NaVi have to pick up where he left off. Flashes into mid, will find information for FURIA, but it's down to the ramp crunch. Already Yuri starts strong again. This guy has put up a performance in this map already, and he's even done further damage to Sumdayoung. Simple's not given a chance. If they swing, he will hit it. No! Sumdayoung bails him out. Time ticking, Simple clicking, 3-on-3 into the A site.
Art's already here, so is Serato, but you better hope that someone can deal with Simple, who comes over the top of the stairs. Quick flick to find Art. Knocks him out of the round. In the molly. This might be enough. 2v2, and it grinds to a bit of a hold. Plant for NaVi's tenuous, and the nade! Oh, it's brutalized them! Sumdayoung dead! And Serato nade and dreams to make it happen. A home run for the hometown heroes!
Despite Simple's best efforts, he hit those shots. He hit everything he had to, but he stumbles backwards into a Molotov, and NaVi are so constricted, constrained to the default box. FURIA unleash hellfire. The utility to do it for a 6th. They hold their nerve.
For NaVi, I can't imagine they've ever experienced anything like this. Everywhere they've ever played, it feels like there's been some corner of the stadium that was rooting for these guys, but not here. That much is for certain.
Perfecto said he wanted to be the villain. He wanted a crowd against him. Well, how do you like them apples now?
NaVi, they don't want to let this get too far gone.
This is a recommit on A. So it looks like. Is that bomb really going to go apps? They have no real estate there. They throw in mid util late in the round. Bids coming out from under. This is an expectation. Miss smoke. Big mistake for NaVi at a paramount time. gives Odd that info to middle. They will flash him off for now. NaVi are going for that recommit into A, trying to hope that they've got the util out of FURIA. It's not quite the case. There's still nades in play. Missed shot from the Orb, caught from the Palace. Man down under, got to dig their own grave. And Young and Electronic combined for entries apiece. 5-on-2, FURIA flushed out, down the bowl.
That is actually a very scary round from NaVi, right? They kind of try to compose themselves a little bit heading into it. They have this belief that if they just nail down this exec, then they're going to be able to do it in spite of the numbers there, in spite of the FURIA setup. And they don't just do it, they do it cleanly. There's barely a lick of damage done here to NaVi. So that's like a real round to put you back in this game if you're FURIA.
We want to talk worries for FURIA. What we've already seen in a few of these rounds now, Safe's positioning has been absolutely out of the picture. Yeah. He has been pushed out with the AWP.
He's been great on the other map.
Right, so constantly changing position, caught out on the CT side. This is a CT side AWPer's dream. Safe should be performing, but he keeps getting caught out on CT.
Glad you've called attention to it, because now we have to keep an eye on it, right? We have to see if Safe can turn this around. He's had the AWP a handful of times now, and getting caught out here in this fashion, kind of similar to in rounds gone by, really. Now is not the time you want to emerge as the weak link, especially after not just matching up against Simple in this series, but far out exceeding him on the other two maps. Let's see if it's just a case of the jitters, if he's able to brush it off, because Simple certainly believes he's up to the task. Holding for this jump, that's not one you want to repeat. Drop gets the info at least, that's something for FURIA.
Very hard shot, even attempting it is optimistic. R gets flashed out under, but they don't peek with it. The flash comes far too early for the fight, and R just regains the angle. Why not? No fear in the round. He takes matters into his own hands, and if he flanks now, it frees up the entirety of the B-side defense to rotate out. They don't want to jump the gun. Art started to move forward. Smokes land over on A as NaVi again blanket this bomb site. Again, it's the double dip. But FURIA won't fall for it once more. They've moved everyone in.
Yeah, they're calling the bluff for NaVi here. They've kept everyone over towards A, all in the right place, right time. Let's see if FURIA can hold the line. They're starting to doubt themselves now. Cerato's up and left, but the calls come in. You've got to come back. Oh, just looks away. It's a weird fight down in lower. Meanwhile, this A site thrown into chaos. Yuri responds with the opener, but his teammate's dead. Back at the site, drop with a Famas, and Cerato swinging at CT. This one's all over the place. Talk about made in the madness. Now's the time. Simple. There's a quick shot. Cerato waits with bated breath. They don't know, but Simple makes it look easy. Quite a fashion to find the round. It's so chaotic.
What a save from Simple. What a save. I mean, that was going all over the place. To think that was a 5v5 in the A site with the smokes down in the middle of nowhere, and NaVi don't know where to look. They're just getting thrown player through smoke after smoke, and Simple shuts them all out. The pressure really is on his shoulders, and while it's never been a problem before, it has been to start this series, not to finish it though. He's here for that finishing blow. Another opener from the aforementioned man after he closes the previous. And FURIA, re-aggression on the ramp into a MAC-10. Not only the multi-kill potential, but even if they kill him, little to work with.
Oh dear, oh dear, into the meat grinder. Young making money.
Shredded.
And NaVi still showing that they're very much in this series.
Yeah, I'm glad we've had that. These last couple of rounds have been very reassuring. We wanted calls out of Electronic to bail NaVi out. They've had some really nice double pump XX into A. The FURIA have fallen for not once, but twice now. If they believed in their gut last time, they could have won it off of the stack, and now that only creates the conditioning. If NaVi go back to early A smokes, do FURIA want to believe it? Or will that be the time that NaVi fake it and hit us with a B play?
That's the mind game, isn't it? That's the game within the game.
Oh!
Up in the top mid, Art tries getting involved early. The IGL's clash, but will Art survive the crossing back? He does, getting into that smoke. He's secured his path to safety in the round. Going back in for more. It's ballsy. It's a very Art decision here.
Yeah.
Leaving himself in a vulnerable position, but winning the gunfight makes it all worth it. High risk, high reward, and in this case, it's the latter. Now, no! That was almost on. Out through the balcony, Young leads the charge into the A play. Smoke's going down. There's a wrap through Spawn.
Oh my!
Art's got to finish the job he started, and he will. That's the bomb getting away from NaVi.
He wasn't even holding the flank. He was trying to leave. He was checking the T-spawn with 4 health. It's left the bomb on an island. Art won't hurry to find it. He allows NaVi to pick it back up in full well knowing their smokes will fade by the time they attempt A again, and it allows the stack to stay stoic. Unwavering is Yuri, and recommitting into their inevitability is NaVi. 2 on 5, picked apart, simple low. There is no way out of this. NaVi have to fight for it.
Oh, it's a full tag and finished off now. Young cut down.
What a play for Art, man. What an experienced play. Not just to flank that bomb and drop it, but to give it up. A middle finger to NaVi, take it. I've got the round already. And he drops bit again. This was the guy who started this T-side for NaVi, and Art is ending it.
It has to be said, he's not just been brilliant in terms of the calling. His individual numbers have looked real pretty in this quarterfinal. Art leading by example. Keserato, that's a good dink to open up this round. Young going into Art's lair. Lower tunnels belongs to this guy. And he won't even look to leave. Art is planting the Brazilian flag down in the lower tons.
And NaVi, can they grip it? Can they pull it out? Or will it slip through their fingers yet again? Art is still oppressive, down under. Digging to the core of the earth. A massive fight, gotta flick back. Is there a flash? It doesn't seem like it. Art's in no hurry. He lets them cat. We might see a B play after all. Shot in the legs, hop, hop, skip, jump. Electronic finally takes him. It's bit actually on top. Will stop the in-game leader. 4 on 4, up cat into B, desperate.
Missed timing shot for safe, and now Drop's got to be the one to deal with it. They're up close, they're right here. Holds the line, but there is another man coming at him fast through shore. Drop drops the bomb. And now the alarm bells are going off, but Drop's unrelenting. He just won't give up.
What do you make of that?
Unbelievable scenes, Hugo.
The nade pull, that is a psychopathic play. To pull a nade when you know they're coming in for the trade, and still he makes it look pretty. From AK to Orb, drop, digs NaVi a shallow grave. He ain't got time to dig 6 feet. FURIA are running to the semifinals.
Head on a swivel. He's fighting both top, mid, and lower tunnels. Only a matter of time. And now Simple responds. They've woke a vengeful god, and Simple out for blood in middle. Scope with the orb.
I mean, they've been winning all half in middle. NaVi have had this real estate the entire time. It's only the last 2 rounds with Art's obtrusiveness dropping down lower that FURIA have even started to make their claim here. It finally bites them back. And now NaVi, what's the plan of attack? 5 on 3. Group should be a surefire round to finish this half with style. At the end of the day, 17 rounds. It's great for NaVi. They'll take it. They need it. They can't drop the ball here.
Save for the missed shot again, man. 2 and 11, having a bit of a rough go at it. This is his last go to see if he can recover right at the end of the half. Gonna need him to step up. 2 men down, missing the resources, missing the manpower. This would be the time for a hero to emerge. Gamble stack called and FURIA in the right side of the map.
Oh no.
Art knows they love these A plays. It's been the bread and butter of NaVi. Well, he's here lying in wait ahead of time now. Serato dead after one. Drop, can't hold on.
No way.
Safe left up in the clutch. Nails that first shot. Oh, but not any further. Bit puts a stop to it. And it's neck and neck in this third and final map. NaVi and FURIA rages on.